All right, hey folks, this is Jamie Oikel from runningrestaurants.com. We're bringing the tips, tools, and techniques you need to make your restaurant more profitable and successful. I've got a timely session regarding the COVID-19 crisis, and I'm here with David DiLorenzo of barrestaurantinsurance.com. So David, thanks for joining me. Crazy stuff out there with you and your clients. What are they saying? What are they seeing?
Yeah, they're scared right now. A lot of them are figuring out how to hold on to their staff, possibly do delivery at this point, takeout. They don't know how long, this is really going to last. I know that they are pretty much shut down for a couple weeks at this point. So it's, we're here in Arizona primarily. That's where all the risks are that I write, but nationwide, talking with other brokers that do what I do and specialize in it, it's the same conversations.
Yeah, we did a session on COVID on Monday, just kind of impromptu. We talked about stuff, and one of the things that came up from the questions was insurance, and does insurance help in a situation like this? And what news are you sharing with clients? Where do you think the industry is going to go as it relates to this? And I'm sure you've been talking about it a lot.
Yeah, and so at this point, there's, due to the fact that this pandemic is so new to everybody, including the insurance industry, there's a lot of question marks that are out there. And, I'm doing my best to advise my clients to track everything that they are losing as far as, income wise and, any and everything that, their business is in jeopardy of losing. So that being said, when they are calling me and asking me, hey, is there coverage for business income? Is there coverage for, governmental shutdown? Right now I cannot give them a yes or no answer because I don't know what is going to happen in the future. And in the future being that, really what I'm telling them is that we need government to step in and to either make these insurance companies pay out on the business, income aspect for these small businesses, or government needs to come out with a program to, supplement and help these small businesses. And the reason why I am saying that is because I don't want to come out and say, don't file a claim. I think everybody needs to, be able to file a claim with the data and the information and everything that they have lost. It is absolutely their right. But I will say that, it is good for them to talk to their broker and have their broker either, explain inside the standard policy, which is, sold to any and everybody with the insurance companies out here, the ISO policy, and have them get a copy of their policy and review it with them, because what they will find in there for business income and civil authority, that there is a virus and bacteria exclusion for an incident like this. So yes, there is an exclusion in there. I can't say whether or not coverage is going to come into play down the road, because again, this is a very unique situation.
Well, it is very unique, and it's changing every day. In fact, I think we use the phrase just refresh your browser, something new is happening. So one thing you shared with me before we started recording was business income loss is defined as, I think I wrote it down, direct physical losses. So yeah, that doesn't necessarily apply here. Can you just kind of go into that for a sec?
Yeah, for sure. So traditional business income insurance is a coverage that has to be triggered. All insurance coverage has to be triggered by something. So business income has to be triggered by an actual physical loss to the property. So an example of that happens a lot, where I see business income claims, getting represented and getting paid, is where, let's just say there's a kitchen fire, and the kitchen fire shuts you down for an extended period of time. Then because there is a physical damage to the premises and that you cannot enter and cannot operate as a business, that would trigger the business income coverage. The issue with a virus per se is that it's very hard to, the first problem is it would be very hard to determine or be able to see the actual physical damage to the property, because a virus that has been said can be removed within, a 3-day, 72-hour period. So what is the real damage to that? That's number one. And then number two, is the fact that, again, there is a virus bacteria exclusion on the policy, as well. So.
Yeah, I appreciate that. I think I touched on this a little bit, but I wanted to ask you the question about staff safety. People hopefully have a mindset of, hey, I want to keep my staff safe. And all the emails I've seen from all the companies out there, that is their first mindset. We want our staff to be safe. We're taking precautions at our location to be safe for both our staff and our customers, and we're cleaning and so forth. However, I do worry down the road about the chain of effects, and if people do get sick, do they come back to their employers? Anything that folks should think about as it relates to that to protect themselves now?
Right now, the notion I'm getting from a lot of my clients is that they are being 100%, on the safe side. I mean, they are full on shutting down per, the recommendations that they are getting from the level here, whether they are forced to shut down or not. Most of them, are doing it at this time because, again, they don't want to put their employees or themselves in any jeopardy. And this whole social distancing and everything that's going on, whether we are on board or not, it is it seems to be the responsible thing to do at this point for any and everybody, whether you're in hospitality or whatever it is. So that's a lot of what I'm seeing. People are doing that.
Yeah. So definitely good advice, right? To follow the regulations from your particular area, your city, your state, and of course, federal would be above that, because you don't want to be found to be out of compliance and something bad happens and they can point, hey, you were being reckless and so forth. So definitely make sure you are doing that. And of course, I think people want to do that. As we start to wrap up, two things. You have a lot of clients in the business. I know you've been in touch. They're scared. Anybody give you a bright side of the story or something that they found that's working with clients, whether it's a takeout technique or social media sharing that's helping to drive traffic? Anything like that come to mind?
Yeah. So right now what I'm doing is really staying on, in between answering the questions about, the insurance aspect of things. I'm definitely keeping on top of what, first off, what governmental programs there are, what local, possible SBA loan programs for, a short-term downfall could be. And I know there's a lot of banks in people's, cities that are going to start doing some of these like $25,000, cash influx loans, no prepayment penalty, that sort of stuff. I do know of, we just got word that several of our local grocery stores are, opening up to have 1,000 jobs available. So I'm trying to share that with my, restaurant owners so that they can at least parlay those employees to, possibly go get hours doing that sort of stuff. I do know that Uber Eats is doing a zero, charge on delivery to help the restaurants out, or, generally I believe it's in the $20,000 to $30,000. I'm sorry, the 20 to 30%, bracket of a charge. Excuse me. So there is that going on as well. So yeah, any and everything that I can find and create a link and then be able to push that out to my clients through, through MailChimp or through social media. As I hear about it, I just kind of put it out and help them. And a lot of them are certainly, a lot of the owners are certainly reaching out because they know that I have an ear to the ground with the Restaurant Association and with the, the different, Brewers Association, stuff like that. And they are asking me other questions about how to possibly forego rent for a month and stuff like that. And while I may not have the answer to those, I do get calls from other people letting me know what is going on with their rent and what their landlords are doing. So if anything, I'm out here and this is what I suggest to, restaurateurs that maybe talk to their, agent, definitely talk to your insurance agent, utilize them as a friend, utilize them as a consultant, as somebody that should definitely be there for you, and not just in an insurance, aspect, but to help give you the tools and be listening and understanding of what's going on. We as professionals cannot sit on the sideline, basically, and do nothing to help our hospitality clients, because we all need each other right now, and it's all hands on deck here at the office, whether they're working at home or have chosen to come in. We are here answering questions. We are getting to the insurance carriers, asking if they can be a delay, in payment, asking if we can reduce receipts right now, because we know that these people are going to lose sales, they're going to lose business, and by reducing receipts, some of these carriers will reduce premiums in the meantime to help offset some of those costs. So, yeah, I mean, that's what we're doing.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Couple quick things to finish. One, I just want to point out. Usually we record and it's evergreen, but today is 3/18. So this is stuff that's where we are today. It's going to change a couple hours from now, and certainly by tomorrow next week. So we're just kind of talking in the moment. So I appreciate that, David. You, as we saw in the background, and I know from your social media posts, big Star Wars fan. We got Yoda hanging out with us in the background. Any tips from a galaxy far, far away about this stuff?
Be resilient, stay positive, take care of your family. And, this will pass. We will all become stronger from this. I honestly believe it. It looks pretty shitty right now. And that's just, I get that. I'm in that same boat with you all, but if there's a positive of this, utilize this time to, possibly get to know your family a little bit better, possibly look at ways that you could, work on your business as far as expenses, and, maybe just utilizing this time to, sort of get to things that you have not been able to get to, because we've been so busy just, cranking away at, making money and doing other things. This will come back. I'm very positive on that. And says Yoda.
Yeah, absolutely. I appreciate that. David, by the way, does a great job on his social feed. And on the web. Where can folks find you?
You can find me personally at in Instagram at I am the Delo, DELO, or on my bar restaurant, I'll be, sharing as many tips as I can as they come out. And it's just bar_restaurant_insurance. And you'll see my logo on there. So anyways, that's where I'm at Instagram. If anything, utilize it as a tool, or hopefully there'll be some information there that you'll be able to utilize to ask, your broker in whatever state you're in. And feel free to reach out to me if you just need to talk, or I'm here for any and everybody. So. Yeah.
Awesome. Thanks, David. So we'll definitely have those links on the website or in the show notes for this. So I appreciate it. Thanks, David. Folks, that was David DiLorenzo of barandrestaurantinsurance.com. Find out more at their website, which is barandrestaurantinsurance.com. And stay tuned to us here at runningrestaurants.com. We're going to have more updates for you, specifically related to this crisis and restaurants in general. So thanks again. We'll see you soon.
Thanks, Jimmy.